Always fresh and a little bit sticky. Keep it locked on Cannabis Wiki. We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The green room on Cannabis Wiki.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Green Room live from the Cannabis Wiki Conference and Expo 2023 here in beautiful London, Ontario. Hey Derek.
Hey Jackie.
How's it going?
Going great.
Yeah, it's going great. I'm excited to chat with our next guest. We have Tanner Stewart from Stewart Farms. Derek's always like, who do we have, Jackie? Can you spit this out? I got it. Hey, welcome, Tanner.
Hey, so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, radio voice on Tanner. Thank you for having me.
I gotta
here.
drop it a few tones.
He's used to it.
So what do we have here? Because everyone knows the famous Stewart Farms bath bombs. It's all we hear about. It's all we talk about. It's everybody loves Stewart Farms bath bombs. But
you know who doesn't love them? Bridget, when we stored them in the speaker room for the night.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be handing bath bombs out. Got you guys in a little bit of trouble. Sorry about that.
Oh my
It's all
god,
good.
that's so funny.
But
Just add
yeah,
it to
you're
the
right,
list.
Jackie. Everybody loves the bath bombs.
Except for Bridget from the Western Fair.
But she hasn't bathed in it yet.
There
Once she
you
bathes
go.
in one,
Exactly.
Yeah.
it'll
A whole
change
different-
She'll
everything.
be converted.
Yeah,
a
that's
whole
it.
different attitude if she just dipped those toes in the.
Absolutely.
Okay, what do we have here? We have something other than bath. Well, we have bath bombs too, but
we
what
do.
else do we have?
Well, I'll open
Start
with
with the bath
bath bombs. So these are our newest line that just launched in Ontario. These are 200 milligram bath bombs. So for the last year and a half, we've had our 100 milligram balanced bath bombs
Right.
on market. So we wanted to double the potency. This is coffee. Kaya's coffee. So that's got real coffee beans in it. This here is Double Dream. So that is just packed full of lavender.
Smells so good.
And
Don't they?
yeah, and they're a lot of fun. They're colorful.
Packed full of lavender.
So
I
that's
want
Double
the one
Dream.
Derek has.
And this here, that's
Thank
coffee. This is Citrus Farmer. So Citrus Farmer is limey. We wanted to go with a lime flavor.
My favorite.
Oh yeah, so coffee, if you love coffee, and a lot of people do,
I do.
Yeah.
you can have a Sunday morning bath in your coffee bomb, drinking your favorite coffee. And there's actual real coffee beans in there.
I love it.
Yeah, so you get to, you go searching for the beans in the tub after.
Yeah.
I wonder.
This out.
So, like, does the different terpenes in these bath bombs make you feel like am I going to get a different effect by different ones?
Yeah, so they all have.
Like lavender's calming and coffee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Coffee's
Yeah.
more of a
Right,
a
and not
zip,
like-
an
yeah.
upper, a pep,
Right.
some pep.
From the perspective of how your body's going to feel,
Mhm.
which is a release of tension and a relaxation and a moisturization, you're going to get that from all of them.
Okay.
Right? But like you said, with the Citrus Farmer, like a lime aromatic aromatherapy experience, you're going to feel a bit more energized, but still with that relaxed
Right.
body.
Okay.
Right? Coffee.
So,
kinda
like,
same
for
thing.
Jackie, it will make her relaxed and ready.
Relaxed.
Energetic, though, able to.
maybe energetic mind.
Right, so she's not going to
relaxed
be
body.
like, oh, no, not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, I'm too tired.
I
Yeah,
just had a
unless-
bath bomb.
Unless you do the lavender one.
Okay.
right.
And
So
then
you
you're
got to watch
going-
out for that.
Yeah, then you're going to bed, right?
Right.
And that's really the beauty. Actually, Katrina Jackson, she's off camera here. Our
Katrina
product-
Jackson, shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
CEO and product development manager. So she really designs these for that aromatherapy experience as well, right? So it's all with intent. These ones, of course, are still named after strains, right?
Right.
So Double Dream is a strain, Kaya's Coffee is a cannabis strain,
Okay.
and so is Citrus Farmer. So drawing inspiration from the effects of those genetics,
Right.
informing the design of the bath bombs, and that's always been an anchor point for us. Is to try to, the whole birth of the bath bomb for Stewart Farms was to try to educate people about the differences between strains,
Right.
Right.
Through essential oils, essentially, right? So you guys are familiar with this. We also have our Epsom's, our salt soaks, we call them, right?
Salt
so,
soaks.
So this here, Seaweed OG.
Oh.
So I called it Seaweed OG because OG originally stood for ocean grown, right? West Coast California, Kush OG, whatever you call
Right.
it. So this is just me being funny.
But Stewart Farms
trying
is
to be
a-
funny.
Is
Seaweed
a
ocean grown.
sustainable
Smell
business. You have your
Right.
you have your fish pond, right?
Yeah,
because
so-
you guys explain to the people at home about that. because that's an important part. And that because the reason why I was asking is, does the seaweed grow in the same pond as the fish?
Well, we are Stewart Farms. Okay, so we're located in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, which is right on the Bay of Fundy, right off of the Bay of Fundy.
Nice.
Right.
We have a river in our town called the St. Croix River, and we have 40-foot tides up and down.
Wow.
Right?
Wow,
Because
in the river.
we have in the river. It's crazy. Like, we've got this dock that, when it's high tide, you can just hop in the water. When it's low tide, it's like falling off a cliff, right? You're like, oh, it's kind of scary. So the seaweed actually comes from 20 minutes from our farm. So it is harvested out of the Bay of Fundy. We infuse it into the Seaweed OG salt soak. And it's got magnesium in it. It's got moisturizers in it. That's why we call it a salt soak instead of an Epsom salt.
Okay.
Because it's got a whole bunch of other shit in it besides just Epsom salts.
I like it too.
And then we have our blueberry salt soak. So you can't get much more New Brunswick than blueberry and seaweed, right? And so this one here is more of that Friday night relaxation. It's very berry driven, right? But so like Derek was asking, we do grow amazing craft flower as well. Miss Nudie grows, and we do that in living soil. We do that organically. We've been running fish trials for the last 2 years with we've had a fish farm, and we were doing trials adding the fish water into the living soil. So that all our cultivation process comes from the mindset of producing clean products for people, right? I was in the food industry, farming leafy greens for 3 years, vertical farming, and I used to say, "You are what you eat eats," right? And that's
you are what you
eat eats, right?
So like a tilapia or something that's eating garbage.
Yeah, you're eating garbage by eating that tilapia, or you're eating, big egg feeds chemicals into your food. So we took that same approach to cannabis, right? So when we grow our weed, there's nothing on it. No herbicides, no pesticides. We don't have PM. It's an organic living soil. We don't irradiate, right? So it's clean.
Beautiful.
Clean. And that's where we come from a medicine perspective. And then, when Katrina teamed up with me and started designing these products, same concept, right? Clean. No perfumes, no synthetics, no alcohol, right? Everything's botanical, essential oil driven, nice butters, right? Because, we need to know that all of our ingredients are healthy, right? Or at least as far as we know, right? And so that's what kind of informs, from the cultivation and that thesis into the wellness products.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've done the salts.
I've done the salts. Okay, so this here, I'm going to end with this because this is kind of neat.
Kind of cool.
This here.
I have one of those at my house.
Oh, nice. Yeah, one of these.
Yeah.
This is our turmeric and arnica cream. You're very familiar with that.
I'm not.
You can dig right in if you want there, Jackie. That's 500 milligrams of cannabinoid. 500 milligrams balanced in only 25 grams of balm, right? So it's like a tiger balm. And it's but way better because it's got THC and CBD in it, and that's designed for deep penetration. So turmeric and arnica is that one.
Oh, I love it.
And so again, moisturizing butters
Beautiful
in it.
too.
That's for deep muscle penetration. This is our lavender and arnica.
Oh.
So this is more energizing,
Right.
and again, this promotes rest and relaxation. So if you're a lavender fan, you're gonna love that.
I am.
And the theme, so these are $25, okay? We sell those for $25, or at least the MSRP to the retailer is $25, right? So our thesis behind pricing these products is we're trying to build a whole category, right? And people are nervous about these products. So we try to price them so that they will be able to afford to try them, right? So we're trying to stay reasonable and get it to the customer so it's not a huge buying decision, right? So for $25, you can carry that around and use. I tell people to use like Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Just kind of use.
Dab it on. A little
use,
dash will do.
Use on everything.
Put that shit on everything.
And finally, this is our. So we're trying to really wrap the consumer in a reasonable wellness experience. So we get them in the bath. They say, "Okay, that's great. All right, you got some pain. Let's dive into this." And next we say, "All right, we got to get your inflammation under control. We have to get lots of CBD into you if you want to try that." So the problem I saw in the CBD world in our industry is kind of twofold. It's too expensive,
Right.
and nobody's getting enough.
Yes.
Right, and the product format in the delivery
How much is that then?
was a little. Well, this is 2,800 milligrams.
I like
CBD in this one bottle.
$65.
And how much is that?
Yeah, 55.
55. Okay.
55, right? So every spray, Boom, 10 milligrams.
Let me try.
Right? Go right ahead there.
10 milligrams in a spray.
Boom, you just did 20 milligrams right now. It took like less than 2 seconds.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And that's convenient.
Yeah.
People understand that, right? So it's called morning, noon, and night.
And how many are in there?
280.
280 sprays.
280 sprays.
So 10 milligrams each.
Yeah, and it's called morning, noon, and night. Those are the instructions.
So if I need 100 milligrams, I do boom, 10 sprays,
And you're good.
and I'm good. And
You're
then I
good.
still got a lot. So that means
Yeah.
I could do that 24 times. If I want.
Absolutely. You know,
Wow.
and Chef Wagman was up a
Yeah.
minute ago doing his lunchtime demonstration.
Yeah.
You know, I showed this to him, and he and I had talked about a format like this before. If you're cooking, all right, you need 100 milligrams. Boom, 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 boom. Away you go, right?
Wow.
And all this is coconut oil
Mm.
and CBD, but the format and the dosing is what's unique.
You want to know
about
what you've done here? You've created something that. Listen, I'm not going to name any other products, but Jackie, you know the product that we're talking about that does not work. Remember, it just like
It just
leaks
goes
everywhere.
Oh no!
Right.
But it leaks everywhere.
And it's this big tech solution to basically what you've designed there with a traditional pump that, it actually works. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Sublingual
Genius.
spray.
Thank
Yeah, you have.
Thank you. Sometimes it's the simple things,
Right.
right? That you need.
Wow, you really have come up with something that, yes, Derek, I know exactly what you're speaking of.
Yeah.
Where now you can just go and you're
Right.
good to
Yeah.
go.
right.
And actually, the other selling feature. So you see the pressure on that, right?
Yep.
Right. I gotta get that. Oh, did you get that on camera?
Yes, of course we
Damn
got
it.
that.
I don't lick my hand all the time. I swear.
Yes, he does.
I do. I lick my hand a lot. You're right. I actually do. So there's like a lot of pressure there. It'll go like 10 feet. So I'm thinking this might compete with pepper spray, right?
Mm.
So
Oh.
somebody's cranky. They're about 10 feet away. You can see
Have
them
some
coming.
CBD.
And just go boom, 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 and get them. And right, and then they'll just calm the fuck down.
Take it easy.
We swear on this.
I
Tanner.
got a question about this.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the bath bombs.
Yeah.
So, and maybe we might have to bring in the formulation expert to answer this. But why haven't you thought about launching a form of kind of aphrodisiac bath
Oh,
to,
yeah.
to
yeah.
get your partner in the mood?
Well, okay.
Like I would love to buy these for
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And give
yeah.
her these, and they have a this is gonna make you feel like this.
Yeah.
You had you curated up some terpenes
That's right.
that are for a nice weekend.
That's
Maybe
right.
her and Drew are going away somewhere.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Send them with
Have
a
them
little
with some
gift.
aphrodisiac bath bombs.
Right, and then
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
doing. Why not?
Well, I totally agree with that. And actually, we do have one on the
Oh.
market right now. It's called Chocolate Hashberry.
Mm.
And that one, now it is designed for
Chocolate hashberry.
for romance. It's
Okay.
it does have that formulation in there. It has rose petals in the
Oh,
top of it, right?
nice.
And Katrina, what are some of the main ingredients? You gotta ask a friend here. Yeah, chamomile and frankincense.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Nice.
and so that one is the romantic one, but to your point, it's not called the love bomb,
Right.
right? It's not on the nose, and we
Right.
didn't really push it in that direction. So we have a lot of room to come out with a very specific bomb.
Wow.
But I did get this fantastic review. Okay. So one of the coolest things about putting wellness products out in the industry is weekly. We're getting these reviews from across Canada.
I bet.
And they're telling us what they're doing, right? Like this turmeric cream is helping a guy with Bell's palsy. Never would have thought that, right?
Wow.
This lavender cream, we had a guy with extreme eczema, like cracking hands, He sent us an email. He said, I've been trying things for years. I tried steroidal creams. I tried to make my own creams. Nothing has worked until I used your magical lavender bomb. So we're getting all this real-time feedback.
I love it.
So we got this one, and the things people tell you, we got this one review on a triple pack of bath bombs. Chocolate Hashberry was in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, Bubba Kush was great, and this, and Blue Dream was great. And she said, my boyfriend got the Chocolate Hashberry bath bomb, and he came out of there, and he was like, looked like the CN Tower. And I was like, whoa! I was like, she is really sharing a lot of information with me, And another cool thing, so and again, people have different levels of sharing, and I get a picture from some ladies with their legs in the bathtub, right?
Yes.
And the razor right there, and something I never would have thought of, because Katrina made these so moisturizing, right?
You can shave your legs
yeah,
with them.
she's
They're
like,
beautiful.
I'm shaving my legs and I don't even use cream. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, we got to promote them as a leg shaving.
Yeah. I think they're great. I mean, I had one last night before I went to the party. I
Nice.
had a tub for 25.
Every woman loves these.
They're
You know?
really nice. They're really great. And I was lucky enough to meet Miss Nudie Grows, their prize-winning grower that grows for.
It was
all
called
of
like
this.
frozen something, Stuart.
Frozen?
Frozen.
Great.
Yeah, is that what it was? Frozen grape?
Oh, frozen grape. I had daily grape. I got daily grape. I got Royal Kush original cookies. Key
It
lime.
was in a white thing, and you had handwritten it, and you were like, "This is the first picked from the farm." And you had bring it. You had
And that
your
was
bath
at, That was
bombs.
at Wegmans, right?
It was at Wegmans. You had the 200 milligrams. It was the
Yeah.
first one, so like they were
Yeah.
like sample packs.
Yeah.
But then you also gave a white thing, and it was like Sophie's something, or I forget, but it was like
cannot remember.
Okay.
I've smoked a lot of weed since then. We smoked a lot of weed that night.
Right. Yeah, and it was good.
That was the debut of the Daily Grape, that dinner party with
That's-
Wagman a
yeah.
year ago, and that was a field test in real time, right? To
It's
see
fun.
what next genetic would kind of hit, and it seemed everybody was digging into that Daily Grape pretty
It was
aggressively.
delicious.
It was.
Really great.
Yeah.
So, okay, maybe I'm high now from this. I don't know, but I feel really calm. Or from smelling everything, I feel very calm.
Mm.
Tell us how we find you on social media. Where do people reach out to you? And
And thank you for this.
Yeah, thank you.
Firstly, Thank you for
it's been
having
fun.
me.
It's a fun chat with you. I mean, you're
I
a
love
friend
it.
of the show. We've talked to you many times. And
So I mean, you can find Stuart. We're shadow banned on Instagram, so you have
of
to put
course
it.
you are.
Yeah, because we're selling bath bombs. We're
Yeah.
evil. So Stewart Farms Life, full word, and after you type the E, then we'll show up on Instagram. Same thing on Facebook, Stewart Farms Life, LinkedIn. We're very prevalent there, and just Tanner Stewart on LinkedIn, Tanner Stewart Life on Instagram. And we're all of these products are available in Ontario right now. So it's
Awesome.
we're really lucky to have a.
Are you
good
on Weed Panion?
We are on Weed Panion,
Yeah!
actually. And we're on Weed Panion. We're getting that data, knowing where we are and what stores our products are in.
Wicked,
And we're
that's
really
cool.
getting settled in there. So
Thanks
it's
for
great.
doing that. Thanks for
Yeah,
joining us.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Tanner
Thank you.
Stewart from Stewart Farms. Thanks for joining us on the Green Room live from the Cannabis Wiki Conference and Expo in London,
Thanks, brother.
Ontario. Peace out. Peace. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you for doing that.
We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The green room on Cannabis Wiki.